Look, Tech Daddy is giving us a timeout, so I'm in my room. But that won't stop me from doing the tech news even though I'm grounded. I'm not supposed to. Nintendo, beloved for their cutesy characters and family-friendly games, put on its bad guy mask again this week as the company ordered the Big House, an annual Smash Bros tournament, to cancel this year's event. The issue is the Big House's use of Slippy, not the frog from Star Fox. It's a mod for Super Smash Bros. Melee that improves online play, which would have been especially useful in this case as the tournament was an online-only event.
No!
Its organizers were apparently asked not to use Slippy, and they refused, at which point Nintendo sent a cease and desist letter, meaning no consent, leading all the Big House events to be canceled, including the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate portion of the tournament, which would have used an unmodded copy of the latest Smash game. This morning, Nintendo also banned a number of Twitch streamers from Australia, New Zealand, and Japan for playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity as the game launched in their respective countries, seemingly because the game hadn't launched worldwide yet.
Wait for it.
Honestly, if it was EA pulling this crap, they'd be skewered online, but for some reason, it's hard to stay mad at Nintendo. You know, they're like dogs. They're like Nintendogs. They don't know what they're doing. They just poop on your floor, but it's so cute when they do it.
Oh, he's a chungus.
We might mock Apple a fair bit around here, but they do at least seem to care about privacy a bit more than their big tech counterparts. That's evidenced by an iOS 14 feature called App Tracking Transparency, or ATT, that allows users to be notified and opt out of being tracked using their iPhone's unique IDFA code, which stands for Identifier for Advertisers. Apple delayed the feature to next year after Facebook and advertising firms, whose business relies on that type of tracking, complained about it. But now, the fight is intensifying again, with Apple accusing Facebook of invasive tracking and Facebook accusing Apple of abusing their market power to boost their own data collection. Everyone sucks. On the other side of the issue, Apple is under investigation in the EU for allowing IDFA tracking at all, so they really can't please everyone here. I sort of feel bad, you know? Yeah. You know what, Apple? Those M1 Macs are pretty cool.
They're all right.
I'll give you that one. You need a little boost, you know? And if you've played Half-Life 2, you're probably a millennial, and you might be familiar with Gnome Chompski, with a G, a gnome that awards you an achievement if you carry it through the entire game and place it inside a rocket. Well, Valve president Gabe Newell has brought the meme to life by sending a real-life replica of the gnome on Rocket Lab's Electron rocket as it delivered a payload of satellites into real-life orbit. The launch marks the first time Rocket Lab has successfully returned a rocket's second stage to Earth using a parachute. Not as cool as like landing itself. But Chompski won't be around to celebrate. He's still in space on the kick stage, which will burn up on re-entry.
But how will I know what to think about economics?
Don't worry, he'll be remembered with 2 new achievements in Half-Life 2, a game that launched 13 years ago. You know, I respect Valve's priorities. Why make Half-Life 3 when you can do this kind of stuff instead?
Much prefer this. Way better.
It's a better ending because he's just carbon now. Now it's a time for the Quick Beats, brought to you by Vincero, provider of classy timepieces that look good no matter what your budget, unless your budget is 0, because this is a business. Vincero creates exceptionally crafted, sustainably made modern watches, all at an affordable price. They understand the frustrations of online shopping, and that's why they make it easy for you. They offer 30-day returns and guarantee your watch for 2 years, and they're currently having their biggest sale of the year with up to 25% off site-wide until December 2nd. The discount will be automatically applied at checkout, so no need to apply any coupon code. Avoid the holiday stress and order your stuff online today, and you'll get 25% off if you use our code plus free shipping. Vincero Quick Bits, they're on for BOGO. YouTube is facing some backlash after announcing that ads will be enabled on videos by creators not currently in the YouTube Partner Program, who also won't get a share of the ad revenue until they do become partners. If creators really don't want ads on their videos though, they can remove monetization from their channel by violating the terms of service. So there's that. YouTube is also adding audio-only ads for music playback. You can get mad, but apparently YouTube still barely makes any profit at all, so maybe they should start thinking about getting a Patreon. It's official, game streaming on iOS is a Safari affair. Google has announced they'll be bringing Stadia to iPhones and iPads through a web app accessed through a browser, and Nvidia will be doing the same thing with their streaming service, Geforce Now. This makes so much more sense than having a normal streaming app on the App Store like every other platform, Apple. Great call.
Thanks, they're truly a leader.
Intel has announced the NUC M15 laptop kit, a so-called whitebook. Meant to be used as a baseline device that manufacturers can modify, rebrand, and sell. I guess NUCs are now something more than just tiny PCs that are missing some storage and RAM. I know it's weird, it's 2020, we're all trying to adapt. The damage inflicted to the Arecibo radio telescope is too severe to repair safely, so the observatory will be shut down and dismantled according to the National Science Foundation. Without the telescope, our ability to listen for alien signals will be considerably reduced, so here's hoping the invasion doesn't happen until after we build a replacement. We're sitting ducks here. Thanks, Entropy. And smash hit kids game Roblox has gone public after experiencing a 68% revenue increase in 2020 so far. The game's creators are looking to turn it into more of a social space that can serve as a sort of metaverse, which is exactly what Fortnite and Facebook's Horizon are trying to do. I would say it kind of sucks that these are the companies that are creating the virtual universe of the future, but who am I kidding? We deserve this.
We've done horrible things.
We must atone. And you deserve a nice, restful weekend. So recharge and then come back on Monday for more tech news. We may have paninis by then,
Oh.
but no promises.
Oh, that's why I come here.
I'm here for the panini.